Now we are discussing the routing algorithm, and in the routing algorithm we are discussing the shortest path routing. This is very popular algorithm by which we are going to find out the shortest path. But shortest path in which sense? In terms of distance or in terms of the number of routers in between? So that we will find out. So first of all, we are having a diagram. Here we assume that there are different routers available. We are assuming that this is router A, then B, C, D. So these are the routers. Then afterward E, F, G, H, I. So these are the routers which are available in this diagram. Now we should understand this thing that router number A is our source and router number D, it is our destination. Here we have to find out the paths from the source to destination, that means from A to D. And we have to explore all the possible paths, and through that we will just traverse this diagram. Now first of all, we need the paths, means how many paths are available. In those specific paths, what is the geographical distance that we has to find out? And the next thing we want is the number of hops. Well, talking about the number of hops means number of routers which are available. So first of all, we are going to find out the paths which are available. Now we have to start with the source, that is A. Then afterward, from A to B, we are having a path. So we are taking a path which is from A to B, and we have to reach the destination. Then afterward B to C. So it will be going B to C. Then further from C to D, there is also the path available. Now we are going to traverse the next path afterward. Again, if we start with the A, then also there is a path available which is from A to G. So from A to G, path is available. Then afterward G to H, it is a path. Then from H to I, again we have reached the I. Then I to D, it is also available. So this is the another path which is available. Then we are exploring another path which is from A to G. So from A to G, there is a path available. Then afterward G to E, there is the path which is going from G to E. Then further E to F, so E to F here. Then further F to D, so F to D, there is another path which is available. So there is one more path which is available. So these are the three paths which are available. So these are the three paths which are available. Now we are going to provide some cost here. So talking about the cost, from A to B we are having the cost, let us suppose 10. Then B to C the cost is 3. C to D the cost is, let us suppose, 2. Then from A to G the cost is 2. G to H the cost is 2. H to I the cost is 1. And I to D, again the cost is 1. This is we have assumed any of the cost can be there. G to E, the cost is 3. Then E to F, the cost is 2. Then F to D, the cost is 5. So these are the costs which are available. Now as per our paths, we are going to find out the geographical distance. We are assuming that this is not a cost, these are the distances. Means from A to B we are having 10 kilometer, then B to C 3 kilometer. So these numbers are the kilometer we are assuming because we are having the parameter distance here. So now we are going to find out. So if we go with the first path, then from A to B the cost is 10. So we are having 10 plus. Afterward we are having this 3. So that is 3 plus. Then after we are having the 2. So talking about the geographical distance, that will be equal to nothing but the 15. Now going with the next path, which is A to G. So from A to G we are having the 2 distance, then G to H, that is 2. So 2 plus 2 plus, then afterward H to I is 1. then 1 plus, then I to D, which is 1. So again 1. So that is equal to 6. Now talking about the next path. So here we are having again A to G, so that is 2. Then afterward G to E, that is 3. Then afterward E to F, which is 2. Then further F to D, which is 5. So if I going to sum that, that will be equal to 12. So that is the different distances which are available. Now obviously if we see the distances, we know that which is the smaller distance. If we talk about there are 3 paths, the distances are 15, 6 and 12. Obviously the second path is the shortest path. So here 6 is the shortest path which is available. Now we are going to find out the number of hopes. Now number of hop is nothing but the number of router in between. So if we talk about the path, here you can see that there are 2 routers in between. If we go from the A to D, then A, B, C, D. So B and C are the routers which are available. So from A, B, C, D path, the router B is coming and router C is coming. So 2 routers are coming in between. So number of hops are 2 here. Talking about the next path, which is the AGHID. So if we talk about the AGHID, how many routers are in between? So G, 1, H, 2, I, 3. So 3 routers are there. That means here 3 number of hops are in between. Now talking about the next path, which is AGEFD. So here if we see, then how many number of routers are in between? So number of hops are obviously G1, E2 and F3. So 3 number of hops are present. Now if we go as per the number of hops, obviously the 2 is the lesser. So that depends that what is our criteria. If we want that the distance should be shorter, then obviously the second path is better because the path is having the 6 as the smallest distance. Now if we go with the number of hops, that we assume that number of routers should be less, then the first path is better. Now I am giving you a real life example to make you understand. Let us suppose that I am going from Delhi to Gurgaon. Now in between there are multiple paths. You assume that number of routers in between are number of tolls. I am assuming that from Delhi to Gurgaon there are 3 tolls. I am assuming, obviously there is 1 toll, but assuming there are 3 tolls. Every toll charge me 100 rupees. So there if I am crossing 3 tolls, I have to pay 300 rupees. Now if the cost is my priority, then I will not go with this path where the more tolls are there. So I will go with the less number of tolls. So you assume that less number of tolls means less number of hops, I am saying in the networking terms. So I will go maybe the longer distance to avoid these tolls. But if the distance is my priority, I want the shortest distance. Maybe I spent multiple rupees over there, not a problem. Then I will go with the distance, not with the hops. So that is all about the shortest path routing, where we can find out the shortest distance or we can find out the number of hops. Based upon that we find the shortest path. So here if we go with the distance, then second path is the shorter, and if you go with the number of hops, then the first path is shorter. So that is all about the shortest path routing.